And we still sit up here waiting on Star to come in.
Old Star.
Good old Story J.
Yeah.
I don't know what. We can't never get Star to come on time, huh?
Not at all.
Yeah.
I don't
Something
know.
about
She
punctuality.
started on time. I'm trying. Nigga, I ain't trying to hear that. I'm trying shit. You and Vic? The truth always here on time.
You know what? And I'm glad because you was kind of like Star in the beginning.
No, I wasn't.
No, she always been on
I've
time.
always been on time. The only time I miss is got to do something with my children. Because the only time I miss.
She always been on time because she be on this side of town, so she never
Exactly.
go home.
I work right 5 minutes up the street.
Only time if she got something else, you did used to be like a couple of times when you used to go eat and go do something else before you came.
In the beginning.
Oh, well, it's crawfish season, so I'm going to start being late again because it's February.
With that shit. You got all day. You got all day to go get your crawfish.
It's February.
You got all day to get your crawfish.
I gotta go get crawfish.
Oh no.
BB's. That's what's taking so long. But I was going to BB's on Montrose, so traffic over there is horrible. Then waiting on it.
BB's, is that that's a seafood place?
It's a restaurant, Cajun restaurant.
I'm gonna have to check it out. It's one down the street called Raising Cane's on Richmond by my house and stuff. Got the LA bar and all that shit and everything. They got some New Orleans like shit right next to each other. I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So Vic, how your 2 weeks been since you been off?
Man, sick.
Don't bring that shit here.
You get y'all sick too.
No, keep that. I don't like it because I don't like going to the doctor. I had to go to the dentist and get fillings, and I still gotta go get a root canal. Y'all pray for me.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I was like, y'all gotta do what? Oh, and then that make it worse because I got both my wisdom teeth. They never broke the skin, so they just chilling in the back of my mouth, and they decide to hurt whenever they want to. So he was like, man, we might have to remove. So he's talking about removing both my wisdom teeth, and then removing the roots, and then doing a root canal.
Damn.
So I was looking at $5,000 worth of work. Anybody want to donate to True's new teeth fund?
And that's one thing about dental work. It is expensive.
Oh, like God, dog you. Y'all got a payment plan? They Mint Dentistry do have a payment plan though.
Yeah, they do.
I don't understand how they can do that. They're gonna like just halfway take that shit out and then until you pay it again, you gotta pay it until it's time for you to get it done.
It's like a $30 plan. That's it.
But can you get the shit done?
You have to down payment. Yeah. So like say the work, all the work you gotta get done is like $500, right? You can pay them $75 or $100. They'll do the work then, and then they put a card on file and they withdraw either $5 or $30 every month till it's paid off with no interest.
So what if you just cancel that card and you don't pay it? They got collectors that gonna come collect you.
Yeah.
They're gonna put it on your
it's going
on your
credit.
They're selling it.
For sure.
That's what's up. Yeah, cause I might need to go get me some shit done.
I know a lot of shit I gotta get done. I was like, dang man. But it's okay, because, I said this year, so I'm going to do everything right. I got to go back to the eye doctor and get me some more glasses. But I'm hoping that my eyes are corrected, even though I know I'm still semi-blind.
Semi-blind?
It's only in one eye.
You're blind in one eye?
For real. Since I was 15. 4th of July, some retarded motherfucker was driving down.
What happened?
Some fool was driving down the street, and they was throwing firecrackers off the back of the truck, and one of them blew up in front of my face.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh, so you had an injury that
it was like I got burned just a little bit though, not a whole lot, but it was more so the light that flashed. So like now when I blink, I see double lights, like it's double lights in here.
Damn.
And it's blurry, but I can see though, cause I got that. But I can see.
She got that. What's that?
So you didn't have no truck. So you was able to see last month,
huh?
That bet,
that bet.
I didn't have to see it.
You didn't have to see. You closed your eyes.
We ain't gonna talk about that no more.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna give her a pass on that one.
It's over.
Mm-hmm.
But my booty is surprised me with lunch today.
No.
He brought me lunch and he filled up my car and he brought me roses.
Oh, ain't that sweet. He filled your car up. That was the most important thing.
Yeah.
Damn them roses. They
Oh,
gasolina.
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 Maybe downstairs. Well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get right back to the music. We'll be right back. Text one-on-one jams. Let's go.
What's your number?
It ain't locked, huh? It ain't locked up front, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The front door locked?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. The Bushka out there, too. The Bushka.
Oh, she is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy. I hate them damn glasses though.
Yeah, you don't like glasses?
They was cool for a little bit, then after a while, I was like, oh no, man. I thought it was too strong because my head was starting hurting. And then they were like, well, they had to have it strong for that one eye. It's strengthened now, like I can see, it's still blurry.
When did this happen?
I was 15.
Oh, you did that.
They just said it was a cornea, like they had to slice the side of my eye or whatever. And then they was like, well, you can only see me 6 or 9, and I'm not let y'all keep cutting on my damn eye. Walk around with a damn pink eye for I don't know how long. Yeah.
I know that shit hurt. Come on, girl. She got this big head.
God, dog.
And she got color on that bitch.
I ain't no way in hell.
Damn. Shit. She said it hurt like you wouldn't believe. I know it did, dude. Look at you. Goddamn star. Superstar. Goddamn superstar.
You know nothing about oh, I like the color.
Mic broke. I need you to bring your mic in, Vic.
I like my color.
Okay.
You know, somebody bought this one.
Hello.
What's up? How are you? Nice to meet you.
Appreciate that. Big booster, right?
Yes, you said it right. Hi. Hello. How are you?
This is true. You met Star on the elevator. Vic. That's Mike, y'all.
So when you get in an argument with her, it's kind of hard to be like, Babushka, you goddamn it.
Argument about what?
Like you said, your name, how you tongue-tied and stuff. You know who I'm talking about.
Sounded like a Russian around in the Babushka.
Grandma in Russian, huh?
Polish, yeah,
Polish.
or Russian, yeah. It's usually used for like grandma or like an older, elderly, wise woman in your family. So it's coined to mean like an old soul.
Pull it through.
Gotcha. Okay. Cause I was sure gonna ask what this thing.
Just imagine like just asking for her. Y'all seen Babushka?
You trying to sound sad.
Now, is that a stage name or is that
That's my name.
What's your name?
Now just imagine a hood motherfucker saying that shit.
Babe.
Babe Booster.
Nah, that ain't what we said. It was like boo.
Babe. Oh, you gonna cut it down, babe.
Nickname Baby.
Boosty.
Baby.
Booster.
Babushki.
They hate us.
They what?
Ooh,
Did she say we
Are you
what?
fan for the topic? Yeah, I'm here to hang out.
You here to hang out? You
Oh,
ready to have some
got it
fun?
this time.
You want to see what I'm talking about?
What she talking about?
So we
City,
some haters.
city lopper. That's all. She got that city lopper going on. Girls just want to have fun.
Oh, fine ass.
It's very bright and colorful. I love this shoes.
I have a boutique, so I go hard.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Where is
never
it?
I do online for right now.
Oh, okay. I would love your info because I'm always looking for new pieces no one else has. So.
I love vintage, like a vintage stock I have.
You still got shit at my shop. Remember you said I'm coming back next week? Yeah, all this shit.
So you got a whole bunch of inventory.
I got all that
over there.
shit all over the
Okay,
side.
you right.
She took all my good shit I put in there and she left me all the.
I'm gonna come back.
I would have known this was your setup. I would have brought some of my posters.
Free to come back.
I definitely will.
She came and got a show.
God damn. I think she about to. I think she the finest one so far. The finest one so far. For real. Like for real. She fine.
She is.
Yeah.
Hey, it was necessary.
And don't get me wrong.
Queen.
I
Pictures
love Jay.
versus
I love Jay. That's my
pictures
baby.
versus natural.
Jay ain't just that
Jay
fine.
Valentine. She ain't fine, but she just she's my
cute.
boo.
She got live dimples.
And we're back. Texas one-on-one jam. This is your boy Go Getter.
They want it on the true lyric.
Your girl Starry Jay is here.
And it's your boy Negro Capitan, man.
Yeah, Star came late again. I thought you were starting.
Look, let me tell you
It's
how.
only for January, huh?
Let me tell you how the Lord works. We wouldn't have got in with you. We would just been sitting there because the door would have been locked when she would have came.
I was coming to get her.
See,
What?
right on time.
I was coming to get her.
Amen.
That's why y'all get your asses in on
Right on
time.
time.
That's why everybody got here on time. Star ain't never on time. She said, I'm trying this year.
I had me
My
a
brother-
Now I know. I still got my shoes in the back of my truck. I just came from the shoe lady. I still got a whole boxes of shoes. I get shoes every Wednesday.
Well, you need to go early.
I got school and I work now. You know I'm trying to get these coins.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to know is you went to Whataburger and
No,
you
no,
got
no.
a fish sandwich
Yeah.
The Whataburger for seafood?
for a fish sandwich.
But you gotta taste
try
it.
You gotta go to
it got-
Whataburger
it's
for
different.
seafood.
It's like
Yeah,
really
it got us
different.
smelling fishy in here.
What
That's
the
what it is.
Shit.
Got everything smelling fishy in here. But hey, y'all, we have our special guest in the house today.
Yes, we do. She's very special, and she has a very special name.
Yeah. Hey, who want to introduce her? Because I don't want to say the name wrong just because I, you know what I'm
You
saying?
cannot say it wrong. It's Babushka.
Babushka is in the motherfucking house.
Babushka.
Hi.
Hold on.
Can we get a sound effect?
Drum
No,
roll,
I
please.
thought we was gonna get some more dramatic.
Yes, I like it.
They screaming for it. That's what it is. You know, the system crashed, y'all. So I'm out 2 years worth of music.
What?
The system crashed last week, and it's my fault. I mean, it ain't my fault it crashed, but somebody crashed it. I came in here and reset the whole system, and I forgot to take the hard drive off. So everything that we put in it since
you reset
March
it.
2017, it's all gone. So I like 2 years worth of
You're
music.
not hurt.
Yeah, I'm hurt.
Okay.
I ain't like half them niggas' music anyway.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Like you didn't like majority of it.
Yeah, but all the stuff that I put in there, like Future, Cardi B, ain't no Cardi B in there right now. Cause she ain't been out for what, 2 years? Ain't no Cardi
Roughly.
B in there. Anything that came out 2 years ago is not in the system.
Look at God just working mysteriously.
Man.
So we got Babushka in there.
Hey.
We got Babushka in
Yes,
there.
we do.
Yeah.
And I have hard copies with me, so in case the digital stuff crashes, we still in this thing.
Oh, see, and she comes prepared. This is wonderful.
Talking about right there. That's what we're talking about. Okay, Babushka.
Yes, sir.
You trying to
So
say
are
this
you
out there?
originally from Houston, or are you from You one of these people we trying to get to stop coming here. Traffic is getting terrible. We don't have no room in Houston.
No, I've been living in Houston for quite some time now. So I am an adopted child of Houston, Texas. I landed on a spaceship in San Jose, California, and I was raised in Spanish Harlem in New York. And then I moved to Houston, and I've been here for quite some time. Like, I went to middle school out here. So.
Oh yeah, you've been here for a minute.
Yeah.
Show Mike up
Yeah.
closer to it. That's what's up. No, come on. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, and you say Spanish Harlem, so you
Yes.
speak fluent Spanish.
I sing in Spanish, and I write in Spanish.
That is so goddamn sexy. The number one sexiest thing to me is a Spanish-speaking black person.
And there's a lot of Spanish-speaking black people.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
know.
kind
I
of
used to
coming to
date
light
one.
now, but
Mm-hmm.
people don't realize it's black people all over the world. It's black people born in other countries and
Right.
on other continents that speak other languages fluently and are of that culture. Just because, here in America, racism is just at an all-time high. It's like people almost forget that the color of your skin really doesn't have anything to do with the culture or your ethnicity or your upbringing or the languages that you could speak or your
Preach,
level
girl.
of intelligence.
Preach,
This
girl,
is
huh?
truth.
Yeah.
This is truth. Okay.
Dropping knowledge for y'all.
Yes.
So basically, what she's saying is niggas everywhere. So y'all need to get right. You know what I'm saying?
In a
Don't
nutshell.
judge us by it. 'Cause it's all different type of niggas. You got 4 of them up in here. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got pervert nigga. You know what I'm saying? We got ghetto nigga.
I'm not ghetto. I am not ghetto. Am I ghetto?
We got old
I
ass
am not
nigga.
ghetto.
I'm
We got old ass nigga. And
No,
you
she
got the best nigga.
Oh, hell.
That's the fucking lie, nigga.
Yeah, the damn lie.
Y'all know we curse like it ain't nothing here. We are sailors, and we do curse.
Yeah, we try to do that
Clean
clean
show.
show.
It was so
That is-
boring.
You ought to see us. We was just looking at each other like.
I swear I heard crickets. I swear I
Man,
heard
if we
crickets.
could have had a coin jar and everybody had to put $1 in every time somebody cussed,
My God.
It's just not for us. We're straight cable, y'all. We're straight cable.
You gotta be real. Be yourself.
Okay, so how long have you been doing music? Just really
Professionally, I made my first beat in summer of 2012, went to my first professional recording studio fall of 2012, and did my first live performance of that song in 2013.
Okay.
So we're at about going on 6 years.
Okay, so you do full production, huh?
Yes. I
Make your beats, record,
and I do
engineer,
production, yes.
mastering, mixing.
Mixing and mastering, no, I don't. But I'm very hands-on, so I'm always in session. Like I know where I want my reverb, pre-verb, delays, echoes, all of that drops, because I'm a producer. So even though that's something that I haven't technically gotten behind the boards for, as far as mixing and mastering, I make beats and I produce music all day. So I
That's what's
know
up.
what I want.
Ins and outs. Oh, right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick
Are you
one.
looking to get into a studio? Is that your ultimate goal, to be a
Honestly,
multiple DJ Khaled?
I'm enjoying the process of like learning everything. Different negative experiences starting out as an artist actually is what inspired me to learn each aspect of my craft. So as I learn, I monetize it. You know what I'm saying? And every opportunity that God sends my way, I have learned now that if it feels good, if it feels right, and it's not something that you feel like you have to force, then it's probably going to be the most fruitful thing that you do. Because starting out as a performing artist, there's this pressure, especially with social media, to like be like you're constantly working. And sometimes that could lead you in the wrong relationships. So you end up, getting in the studio with someone who has this weird vibe and makes it seem like it's all about money instead of the quality of the work. Then you start to feel pressured. So it turns out in your delivery, and people will pick that up in music, because music is such a powerful tool. That's why people cry when they go to shows and when they see certain celebrities and things like that, because music is so powerful. So that taught me, don't force it. If it's not just happening smoothly, if it doesn't feel good, then let it go. Right. So I'm learning every aspect from production, which I'm solid on now, to learning more about production, because there's so many different programs, to video production. I do directing, I edit, I color video, which I did on my project, A Girl Has No Name. So I'm just learning as it goes. I don't think my end goal is to be stuck in a studio because I'm a performing artist as well.
Okay.
But I'm open to opportunities because you never know who you'll meet and what
Exactly.
that'll bring your way.
That's what's up. That's what's
Exactly.
up. And how's it working for you being, like Houston, we really don't have anybody to really just, you know what I'm saying, blow up and put people on. Everybody's in Houston trying to make it. Everybody in Houston.
Right.
It's like, I call it crabs in a
Crabs in a
barrel.
bucket,
It's
yeah.
really crabs in a barrel
I see
here.
it. I see it.
Everybody's doing the same thing. If they don't, if they'll come to you to work with you to try to steal your shine and see what
Yeah,
you're doing and then do
yeah.
your own thing.
Yeah,
Good.
I've seen it. I've experienced it. But I don't let what other people do change the level of class that God has blessed me with. I wish everybody the best success, blessings. It's kind of like how they say how you get them is how you lose them.
Exactly.
I feel like that about music. You can try to rob and duplicate all you want, but if it's not something from the soul, if it's not authentic, even Bob Marley said, he said it carry a feel. Music has a feeling. You can try to mimic whoever you want, but if you don't have that from the soul, it's like trying to be another Aretha Franklin.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
You can sing Aretha Franklin all day, but you can never be Aretha Franklin.
You can never be her.
Mhm.
So I see that, what you're describing, I see it all day. But I've started off my career with the mindset of unity. I even have a subsidiary company under my Underwater Music Production Labs company that's called Unite Fest, where we had our first event actually March of last year, where I set a platform for 15 other artists and various types of performers, from fire belly dancer, LED dancer, graphic designers, painters, body art. You know, I had all types of things, even a guy that creates visual artwork with the sound of music, with the actual frequency of music. He creates like this digital cool artwork. So I believe in constantly creating opportunities for other people. The more I invest in myself, actually, I have to invest in other people. You have to pay a makeup artist. You have to pay a hairstylist. You have to pay a videographer. You have to pay a photographer. If you have dancers, you have to pay them. You have to pay for the outfits that they wear if you're as detailed as I am and their outfits match yours and things like that. When you invest in the softwares that you use and all of that. When you invest in a graphic designer who makes your flyers to promote whatever event you have going on. So everyone I team up with, it's not to hang it over their head, but it's to remind them, like, I'm not Oprah Winfrey right now today. I have billionaire goals, but I'm not. So please understand that every sale of every CD, DVD, every hat, every shirt, everything that I have, I'm investing that right back into my music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a hustler in the sense of, women, we have it differently. It's not like back in the day where you could sell CDs out of the trunk of your car. We can't stand at the corner of a Valero without somebody snatching us up. So I use social media as a
You
tool.
ain't lying.
Women
You feel me?
For real.
Snatch
I'm
Yeah,
You know,
Y'all are
seriously.
for
on
real.
POF,
can't do it.
like when I was on social,
Nah,
I haven't
I
been
don't
on it
have
for a
time.
while, y'all. So when I was on POF, I used to hear that all the
It's very
time.
true.
Girl, ain't nobody trying to kidnap you from Razoo.
But
No,
so
it's
you
very
don't know how
true.
many
You can go
ways.
to D-Bar and on your way walking in the door, it'd be like 3 or 4 guys that'll grab your arm just because they're trying to pay you a compliment. But that's their way of saying something nice to you.
I don't think
But
they
to
gonna
you,
kidnap
you're
you.
like, no, I'm not saying kidnap, but they'll you
They
can't
cross
just
boundaries that are uncomfortable.
yeah,
It makes
you
it
can't just
completely
be out on the
uncomfortable.
corner selling CDs out the trunk of your car as a woman. That's just the bottom line.
You be
So,
in that trunk.
I use social media. Every post, every compliment I get, every DM, hey, what's up? I start an authentic conversation with everybody that hits me up. And then I segue right in. Have you heard A Girl Has No Name visual EP? Have you seen the music videos? And if they're like, no, then I expose it to them because the onus is on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a whole bunch of people out here trying to sell my packs. I have to sell my packs. So I have to introduce it to every single person that I come in contact with. Hey, have you heard this? Have you seen the music videos? I wrote it. I produced it. I sang. I direct. They're like, dang, you did all that? Yes, I did.
She's working, y'all.
Working,
Texas One-on-One Jam. We're going to go ahead and get into your first song. What do you want to play with first?
You can start off with Moonshine.
Moonshine?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead with this Moonshine, y'all. You listen to Texas One-on-One Jazz. Let's go. I just gotta say one thing though. Girl, your lips are popping.
They are.
I'm trying fucking everything. What lipstick was
They
that?
are. Yeah, what kind of lipstick is this?
Oh, candy red.
Damn that.
They are. Shut up. Shut up, Herb.
Not
Shut up.
one strand of her hair is out of place.
Oh my goddamn. Don't let them stuff me in. I told you.
man.
That
I was looking at
lipstick.
that.
It
Oh,
is.
she talking and stuff.
I don't want to be gay. No, I'm on
Girl.
I was like,
You can admire this woman.
I was looking at that. I was like,
I love
what is
the
she? I don't even wear color lipstick, but
You got the perfect
Shit.
fit. How you line that up right there?
Hi.
What you want?
That's my friend.
So cute.
Say, excuse me.
Look at
Like, let me get in and out. I didn't bring it with me. I thought I brought it with me. Oh, I did.
And she got a sex ass now.
you know what? Yeah, you.
Smashbox.
Okay, smash box.
Yeah, you
They did just
can
for
promote
you.
them. Have them invest in you.
Smash. Them
Ooh,
lips.
man, hell, like
Thank
that lipstick, like for real.
Thank you
That's
so
what your
much.
I'm over here
name
like,
on.
Thank you.
I'm over here like.
Look like he the perv nigga, huh?
No.
You'll see who it is in the end.
I just said. You know what I'm saying? Lips do something to
I'm a
me.
perv.
Every time I turn around, I see ass. Instagram, I can't even share shit. My mama be looking.
I was showing.
You ain't
sex
share
in
your
the
own
city.
life, so you ain't sharing
I know.
shit. We be talking and see you look at our little.
I do. I have to keep in the mix.
She would not say nothing to
The
stuff.
show is sex.
She
in the
always
do.
looking at shit.
I do. I have to keep in the mix. Y'all don't be saying shit to me, so whatever.
She is reading.
While we're on this song, real quick, let me get y'all Instagram so I can tag y'all in whatever I post. What's your Instagram?
19, born a star.
19.
Born a star. 90.
Gotcha.
I might need to change that year.
Why?
I'm
Is
getting
that
old.
everybody know you old?
Yeah, I'm getting old.
True, what's your Instagram?
It's TRU_LYRIQ.
Okay. Really good. Gotcha. Sweet.
I'm about to change this.
You
Why you
know?
gonna change?
Man, I turned 29 this year.
Ooh, you almost in the 3.
Oh my God, yes! And
Get
I
this shit. Get this shit.
Hold it on.
right.
You are just embarking on the beginning.
Hilarious.
You a baby.
That shit
Look at all
over
the
with.
beautiful black women that are just hidden in
That
their
shit is
40s.
over with. I ain't gonna
Shut the
lie
fuck
like
up. Get on my nerves.
You a baby.
No, because I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to have my 6 kids if I keep waiting.
Yeah, you right on about that. That thing gonna shut down by then.
Okay, so now this is what you need to do. You need to
Gonna
invest
be
in
wiping
making sure you
my
have
ass
triplets
in the
first.
end, baby. Because all my kids ain't gonna leave me one body. Gonna be home wiping ass.
Mm.
What? I'm sorry.
See who I got mine right there. The other one left me.
For real.
So funny.
6 kids.
I don't have that problem. My baby boy is a mama's
My
boy.
baby's gonna take care of me.
My
So you
oldest is a
gonna
mama's boy. He gonna be there
sucker
for
some
me.
nigga?
And we're back. Texas 101 Jams. This is your boy Go Getter.
The one and only True Lyric.
Your girl, Story J.
And this is El Negro Capitan. Man.
And you're listening to Texas 101 Jams. Sex in the City Wednesday. I know everybody loves us and stuff. We go in. Last week I was bored out of my fucking mind without y'all. Star didn't come.
Oh,
Star.
he missed
Okay,
us.
Star. If we don't say show is canceled in there, that don't mean because everybody else say they ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? Unless I say, okay, y'all, show is canceled.
My boys up here like Marco,
No,
like Marco
I text
Spoon.
you.
No,
So,
you didn't. You
yes,
text
I
me.
did
You
in
hit
the
the
message.
group, in the group.
Yeah, that's what we talking, right?
Getter was up here like
So-
doing the slow jams and shit.
But
I was
look,
jamming though.
I took a nap
Straight up.
and I woke back up. But you know, I be working so hard these days.
See, I
I be
always got
tired.
her excuses.
I don't go to sleep no early. I don't go to sleep early no more. It's be like 2, 3 o'clock every night doing shit. You know, fucking
you-
Posh Cart and online selling shit up.
You
Just
making that
sharing
money and stuff.
I'm
Hello,
trying.
sister.
That's what's up. But we
Yeah.
ain't here. We still have our special guests in the house, y'all.
Babushka.
Hi.
I love saying her name.
Now that I know how to
You
say
got that
it.
radio voice with it,
Producer.
too, you know.
Babushka.
Hey,
Dang.
record.
Don't tell me that, girl.
I mean, recording artist.
Recording
She's a
How can you-
recording artist.
how can you say-
producer,
Visual.
How can you say
Director.
say her name?
director?
Yes.
You ready to produce a song?
Oh, I'm working on one right now.
Oh, I'm talking about- I got
my
the
James
lick.
Bond beat.
I got a lick for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a group myself. We're
Okay.
looking for producers to work with.
Okay. I would love to.
It's it's my kids.
Okay.
So it's him.
Don't sleep on the kids.
No,
now.
it's
no.
Usher
him.
was once a kid.
It's
Michael
him.
was once
His
a
little
kid.
sister is a 9-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 5-year-old,
Wonderful.
and they are doing it.
What they
Devon
do?
Trap
They
Guy.
doing it. They got them in the song. They singing.
They sing.
They singing. We working. We recording it next Thursday. The
That's
first
dope.
song.
See?
and we're gonna
That's
work
why
on
I'm
the rest
6.
of it.
He got
And
10.
I said
Yeah.
I was gonna write a song for them.
Goddamn
I
Joe
already
Jackson
have-
over here.
Yeah,
Right.
he might well put in the
While
word.
they young.
Joe Jackson over here.
I Joe Jackson yesterday. I had to fuss at him yesterday, and I felt so bad and stuff. But
Sing the goddamn song.
that's what I had to do. But hey, I
You
had
gonna
to
do
do
it?
that.
Gonna do it?
Yeah. We at home
Hey.
practicing.
Oh, you got him in.
Oh wow.
He got him in
He
like
hit the
New Edition.
slide.
No, y'all just don't know that. Hold on. Y'all can't see live out
He
there in the
said,
world.
"Dial my heart." When he said that, I was
Don't
like,
worry, 15 years from now, behind the music, get us kids.
"Them go get us kids."
And go get us kids.
Hey, they say if you do 10,000 hours with anything, you become an expert. So if you start your children while they're young, they'll be experts before they're teens.
Y'all heard it first here.
10,000 hours.
They doing it now. We ready.
Damn, that's a
I know
lot.
We ready. We did that in 2 weeks.
Damn,
That was a
10,000
week
hours.
worth of, you know
And
what I'm
we
saying?
break that down.
One song. 10,000 hours?
Yeah,
How
how many
long is
days
that?
is that?
Shit, that's down there like
24 hours a day?
That's damn like, but you ain't doing 24 hours. So you'd be like 40 by the time you master this shit.
So what, like 4 years?
No, I don't think it's that
Yeah.
long.
No.
I don't think it's
10,000
that long.
hours?
Yeah, she'll look at it like, yeah, that is 40 years and stuff. I'm sorry.
What
It's
trip,
only
y'all.
416 days.
But you're not doing 24 hours of the thing. You
So
only
that's
do
a
it probably
year.
about what?
That's a year or
Even-
something.
Even
10
if
to
you
12?
skip every other day.
If you did 8 hours
That
like a
would-
job of that during the day. So 8 hours.
Damn,
But
8
kids-
hours
kids
of
don't need
practice?
nothing but what 8 to 10 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got school.
6.
They got eat. They got shit.
Some
they
kids
got,
are homeschooled.
They got to do all that
Damn,
shit.
8 hours of 8 hours of rehearsal.
Sure, if you hit them 10 to 12 hours on the weekend, because all they do is what? Play outside anyway.
8
And they
hours
be
of
out there for
rehearsal?
10 to 12 hours.
Tuesdays
So
and Thursdays
same
are practice
thing.
days. So how was it for you getting into this industry and everything? You say you've been in it since.
It was a little tough, to be
2013.
honest. I wasn't just welcomed with open arms. Like my first experience working with the first professional producer that
They
I
wanted
brought
hit, huh?
my beat to started off by telling me how he didn't work with unknown artists. He had only worked with, so that was like, okay, this is a great way to start off the energy to a new relationship.
Mhm.
You know, because when you think about the producer artist relationship from the standpoint of someone who's just an artist and doesn't produce, think about Timbaland and Aaliyah. Think
Yep.
about how tight they needed to be in order for her to be vulnerable like that on her records, in order for her to, top charts.
Yep.
So energy is a big thing that people underestimate. And
But you don't make it no easier being so damn sexy and fine
I
for
didn't go to the
men.
studio
You
looking
know what I'm
like
saying? For men.
deliberately.
Shit.
I didn't go to
for
the
a
studio
single man
trying to
looking for a
Same-
wonderful woman,
same
it's like,
thing. And
I
it-
would never wear makeup. I always
Nope.
had my hair in a bun. I would wear like the oldest Air Force Ones I probably had since middle
big
school or
ass
high
t-shirts
school.
and loose ass
Right.
shoes,
I never went to
joggers
the
and all that
studio
stuff. And it just-
Attractive, but somehow, some way, even though I tried to show love, his wife at the time contacted me and she was like, "Hey, it ain't gonna be no more working with him. It ain't gonna be no more coming to the studio." And I was a lot more timid than I am now, so I respected her wishes, and I till this day never stepped foot back in that studio. But
He a
would
pussy.
you know that the Lord comes right
When you
right
need
on
him.
around,
Amen.
right round the way. Yeah, because everything turned full circle. He hit me up not too long ago, maybe within the past year and a half after I won my first award. And he was like, congratulations on everything. I'm sorry about what happened. I was just trying to be respectful to my situation at the time. Whoopty-woo. They're, of course, no longer married for other reasons that we won't get into. But I graciously accepted the apology, and I was happy that God allowed me to kind of experience that much of the karma, if you will. And I just kept it pushing it. Like I said, those experiences is part of the reason why today I know how to make beats and I know how to edit video and do some of those things, so.
Had to figure out how to do what
like
you
I
said.
tell people all the time, look with me. When they look at Texas one-on-one jams and stuff, and they think it's a full team, but it's just a team of one. And then my co-hosts and stuff. The rest of these motherfuckers, y'all gonna stop it. Let me stop.
That's the shit talk.
I'm the shit talker. I am, because I do everything and try to help everyone.
So, how did you overcome this sexist issue when going to the studio? And the only reason why I say it is because I'm an artist myself, only an artist, not a producer. And I've gone through that. It's like every studio I go to, it's like I need something for free and I don't.
Right.
Like, how did you overcome that first coming into the industry before you started doing the producing?
Well, the first beat I produced, I built it up to 8 layers before I took it to the studio. So he co-produced with me.
Oh, okay.
On that. So I've been a producer out the gate. But like I said, I respected her wishes. I did not go, because the last thing I wanted to be seen as was a home record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even though I wasn't going to the studio like a Jocelyn Hernandez, if you will, I still was like, let me just stay away from this situation. And it just goes back into what I said about trusting your gut. And don't feel pressure by social media to prove that you're always working. Take your time, especially that being an artist is a form of entrepreneurship.
Exactly.
You're not on the clock. You don't have to operate based on anybody else's time schedule.
Correct.
You make your music based on who gives you that positive energy and that vibe and makes you feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable in the booth, because that's what people are looking for. They're looking to feel something from your music, because there's so many people making music.
Exactly.
You know?
And this is like he said, a doggy dog kind of situation, because now it seems like everybody thinks they can sing, and everybody thinks they can write, and everybody thinks they can produce. In all actuality, everybody cannot do this. So it becomes a battle of who you are and who you know versus what you are and how talented you really are.
Which is
and
a shame.
Man,
So
tragic.
we get ready to get into the next song. What song you want to lead?
You can play Lion. Lion is track 4 off of A Girl Has No Name visual EP.
Got it right here. And this is Lion, y'all. Takes the one-on-one jams. Let's go.
Yeah, at one point I just got in the studio and I literally just was there, just picking brains. I was like, no, I would go in as a radio groupie, as you could say, because I'm like, oh, okay, but not knowing, now actuality, I'm checking how you doing this. I'm seeing how you're balancing out I'm seeing how you're doing the bounces and stuff like that, because before it was like, I went in green. Right. I'm just knowing that I'm trusting you to do what you need to do to make me who I need to be. And all actuality, you just done collecting $75 an hour. Right. So I was like,
some of them you go to, you have to tell them, hey, I need my studio mix. I need the instrumental alone. I need my vocals alone. I need a show version where the lead vocals are muted and the backgrounds are just left so I can perform it.
And that was crazy, because it's like they know that, but they know that you don't know that.
Right, so they
take full advantage of it. And I was just like, that's a damn shame. Yeah. It's a damn shame. But once I started learning it, like, less people wanted to work with me, because they felt like I knew too much.
Right.
It was just like, because I'm.
You want to know how to remedy that whole sexy shit?
How you that?
Don't deal with black dudes. That's what you fucking up at. Go to.
I'm working with a black producer right now, bro. Like, his energy is off the chain.
That's what you fucking up
at. Because only the first person I worked with was a black guy. Everybody else has been Caucasian or Latin. I have not dealt.
So you went to a white boy studio.
He had some nigga him.
Now, is it a studio where they have real producers or just engineers that hit stop, record, and say, hey, maybe you can do that?
They have it where, of course, you can purchase, like, if you can either go in there, you buy the $50 if you just want the engineer, or you do the $75 if you want the producer engineer.
Okay.
And a white boy doing all that? Was he a white boy? He was a whipper.
She wasn't acting black enough. She wasn't acting her strong black woman.
Because when I go in there, like she said, it's a vulnerable. Like, I'm there to feel my music. I'm not there to try to worry about what you got going on in your background. I'm there like, okay, I had to learn vocal production. So, and I picked brains from the first producer, the one, Mr. Oh no, I want to be with you. No, I was picking his brain like, okay, I'm paying attention to what he was doing. So I'm like, okay, so I had to literally teach myself vocal production, so that way when I went to these other studios, I could say, I don't like that. Right. We're gonna do it this way. No, I want to harmonize on these notes. Right. No, I want to cut, break, stop right here, and I'm gonna fill in. I had to literally start doing that. And I'm just like, why am I doing? I feel like I'm paying you for me to work more. I don't understand.
And then you have to go to a producer, whatever. That's what they do.
Exactly. Because then I started doing like rappers, and I'm just like, if you want to do with rappers, how the hell can you produce?
First of all, if you go in the studio and you smell weed, that ain't the place for you to fucking do. I'm trying to tell you.
Amen.
You gotta be fucking with these Negroes. I'm not being funny though. I'm being serious.
That is true.
If you want business and do business,
don't
you better go to a country dam.
The first thing I went to was at Sugarland.
The thing that I think you should do is build a relationship with one. So get out to where producers are or through social media and build a friendship.
And see, I have, but he's only in Chicago. I've been out to the studio one time, and I'll say that it was a good relationship, minus the fact that he has his baby mama issue.
See, I gotta
And I mean, it was just like, oh,
He a
man, here
Latin
we
guy.
go, like, and I feel like I'm there.
Go work
And
with
he
Will.
play, and he play bass,
I
Yeah.
was
he
there.
produce and do all that.
Will's good people.
Just have to, like you said, build a
That's who's
relationship.
gonna record the kids Thursday.
But he a black dude.
I was just like, and I intentionally said I did not want to find a producer that was single because I do not want him to fall into that.
No,
oh,
actually,
I wanna
that's
be
better.
with you type situation.
No, actually,
Be a
that's better.
hoe.
No, that's actually
we like
better.
y'all shit.
No,
It
actually
might,
better.
it might be better to deal with one
With a
who's
single
though.
one.
But you just establish, like, what I tell them is that, listen, platonic. I'm polyamorous. That's a whole nother subject. But I believe that the type of relationship that I want.
You should have
will
said that
start-
shit around him.
We love her.
No, she's polyamorous, meaning that she have more than one guy.
No, I'm
No.
single. But I believe that I possess the emotional maturity
have more
to
than
be in a
one
relationship
man.
with a man and a woman simultaneously.
Oh, a man and a woman. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
No.
I start everything platonically
Right.
because of the fact that I don't want that to be looked at in a sleazy way because
Right,
it's not
'cause
just
it's not,
about
right.
having threesomes all day. It's not. You really do have to possess a certain level of
I ain't
emotional
got no
maturity to
threesome with
deal
you,
with
no way.
that.
Fuck that, you look too good. Ain't motherfucking you.
Ho,
What kind of
get
shit
out
is
of
that?
here.
Hell yeah.
You better get out
Oh,
of
you
here.
ain't touching
You ain't on
Babushka.
this level here.
You ain't touching Babushka. Look, you ain't touching Babushka.
She'll leave, but she will get.
You need
Hey,
to
not
fucking
doing
help.
she will get out of it because she
No,
was
we're
like,
not doing no threesome. That's a no.
Well, I don't think she offered you anyway, so.
But back to the point is
Right.
starting platonically.
We ain't
Anything
got
that's
shit.
gonna be real,
Man, somebody
anybody
can
that's
find
gonna
her
be invested in you and invested in your well-being, they wouldn't have a problem with starting platonically. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're there for a reason. This is a part of you that's important to you that you need to express and you need to get out. And if they want to be a part of your life, they will place that.
Yeah, because I'm too quick at cutting this off.
Not that
That's
ain't.
just realistically talking.
Because I feel sorry for women. When it comes
Especially when it comes to the industry, because
no, anything. No, anything. For real. Like if you
Fuck you.
like if you need your motherfucking air conditioner fixed.
Finesse.
Like
You got
like
it.
she called, I'm the air conditioner man. I come to the house, I'm like, okay, I got a little call, a service
They're gonna
call.
try and hit.
I get over there,
Try, you're not gonna so much try and
and the
hit.
fact that
But
she,
she's attractive
but-
and you shoot your shot.
but-
God damn it, if not, you dumb.
fuck, I ain't shooting no shot, I'm doing this shit for free.
I
I'm
mean,
letting her
that's
know.
why you shoot your shot by doing it for free.
I'm letting her know I'm fully invested.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, normally I charge $175. Let's go for you.
I'm too full of my goddamn stuff, though.
this is true.
Yeah.
But y'all feel sorry.
we was at Cheddar's eating today and stuff.
Because to be honest, fat women got
Okay.
it better than y'all.
And
Fat women got it better than y'all.
fat women, nah,
Yeah, they
we
do.
seen one today.
No, fat women do got it better than they do.
We back on, y'all ready?
Why you say
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
okay.
And we're back. Texas is #1 jam. This is your boy Go Get It.
The one and only true lyric.
Your girl, Starry J.
Your boy Negro Capitan, man.
And we have our special guest.
It's Babushka.
It's
Hey,
Babe
Bruce.
Bruce, yeah. And y'all have to catch a lot of shit that goes on when the mics are off and the music is playing. And that's why you can go back on YouTube. We are videotaping everything on
We are
YouTube.
live. on
And we're live,
YouTube.
so you can go in and look at it and stuff. We really don't push the YouTube that much.
I'll promote it. You send me the link.
I promote it.
I don't promote it. I don't
See,
promote
if I
it
knew how to cut and cut and paste.
They asked me to tune in.
yes, and that's how I am. I'm like,
Yes.
hey,
I
y'all,
think
I'll let y'all
y'all
find
send
out
me the
about it later on.
hashtags. I can work with it.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of fucking hashtags.
I got
Oh, talking about the
intern
ones I
coming
do?
in.
Yeah, I'm a hashtag.
So I need you to copy and paste, post, and I can go from there. But when I look and try to in and out, I give up. Shit.
You don't even respond to us. Cause like, who we talking? What we gonna do today, y'all? She
Nope.
looking.
She done read it, but she ain't said nothing about she done read it. We just know she read it because her little bubble done moved down.
Yeah. Do you be laughing at us? What you be doing?
Yes. Look,
Like, I ain't gonna let y'all start on me. Tell the truth.
It's
what
like,
it
y'all
is.
talk about something important, yeah, but I'm always moving. Like, I'm always
On
doing
the
something. I'm
go.
school, work, something. It's just like,
And we just sitting around
Goddamn.
doing shit. I know me. I ain't doing. I want to invite you to come out with us one night.
I would love
You know what I'm
to.
saying? We got this IKEA thing.
oh,
What we gonna
no.
I won't let you do it to yourself.
I'm trying to get some,
No.
like I said, the old woman. We all gonna spend a night in IKEA.
Okay.
We got a lawyer, and
We
she
have
said
a lawyer.
she'll get us out of jail.
That she's
If-
gonna be with us.
If it
they get
happens,
arrested.
if we get caught.
She's gonna represent us and everything.
No,
and
we getting
just
caught.
wanna-
We not getting fucking caught.
I'm the drop off person.
She's the
and
drop
we
off.
get-
She
You
don't
know why
wanna
we
do
gonna
it.
get caught?
How?
Me and Getta gonna be laughing like a motherfucker. That's why we gonna get caught.
They ain't gonna know it's me, baby, because I'm gonna have a whole nother wig in that bed, baby. Pull
IKEA got
out.
beds.
I'm
Oh, we
walking
sleeping
the
right on the
fuck out.
furniture.
I'm a
Yes, we're gonna have a party. We're gonna videotape it and stuff. We're gonna start our own spend a night
I'm
challenge
down.
Go
where
viral.
people go and spend
No,
a night
my
in different
Bushka,
places.
Try anything
No.
once. I'm down.
Don't you think that's fun?
It sounds like fun.
If it's a gang of y'all, probably
gang,
about 8 or
yeah.
How
9,
fun
10 of
it is.
y'all.
Sounds like
It ain't
fun.
fun.
No
I
candles.
don't think we're gonna go to
No
jail.
candles, only flashlights.
Yeah,
I don't think we're gonna
No
go to jail.
candles.
No open flame.
We
You
trying to
absolutely
figure
right.
it
Y'all
out. 'Cause
might
it's
not
not
because
breaking and entering because we was already in there
Half the
when they
people
locked
that
us
got
work
in.
stuck.
there probably
You got
about 18.
So it might be a little
to
trespassing
18
charge
years
and stuff,
old
but they ain't nothing but
to
81.
I don't think we're
fine.
gonna. I don't think we're
They're
gonna
gonna
jail at
take
all.
pictures
I
with
think
y'all.
we all
What they
got
gonna
that.
do?
Yeah.
I think they're
Okay.
gonna. They're just gonna kick our ass out. I don't think we're gonna go to jail.
No, we still nothing.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, look, we're law.
I just think it's something that we go viral on. That is something that, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, that's viral.
The Shade Room gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Group
Look at
of-
these fools, guys.
Houston,
For the
Texas.
Houston,
spot tonight
Texas,
and not
Texas.
get
First of
Kia
all, they
had a
gonna
full
know me
party
because
in
they gonna
Kia.
come out with a whole nother
We're
wig.
gonna have a kickback at Kia, y'all.
They gonna know me.
Hey,
Oh,
go
radio
out, we
kickback.
I'll be up
we
here
almost
Wednesday by
there, y'all.
myself. Damn, my crew got locked up.
We almost there, y'all. We almost there.
Okay. I cannot with y'all.
So it's gonna be fun.
So I'll watch it. Y'all go live.
So
I'll
tell
tag
people what you
y'all.
got coming up. And how, first of all, how was it for you? You know what I'm saying? I seen you've been promoting the Go DJ Awards.
I love High C. I think he's an amazing man, and I just love everything that he's doing for the city and for the culture, the class culture, especially here in Houston, because the event is so elaborate, just like my premiere was for Girl Has No Name, and he DJ'd that event, and DJ JQ actually hosted it. So, you know, I have a lot of respect for him, and, you know, when we were talking, he was like, yeah, go ahead with the Star Spangled Banner. I was like, for sure. And I was in there, and the red carpet was beautiful. All the different media companies were there doing their interviews, and, you know, everyone all dressed up. And I came to every single pre-production meeting that they had. So I saw him working tirelessly.
So you seen me at the meeting
No, I don't remember seeing you.
at Prospect Park. I was there.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, sitting in for him. But
Okay.
unfortunately, we didn't make the red carpet.
Yes, we did.
You did? You
No,
went?
I ain't got.
Exactly. DJ Wayne Head.
Wayne Head
He
did.
went for
Okay.
DJ
Yeah,
Wayne
he
here was there.
Yeah, he's dope.
He was there,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
But we didn't go ourselves with our show.
yeah. So that was,
I was
that
tired. I
dope.
wasn't. I'm not finna do
I
the 2
couldn't get off
feet.
work. I work Monday through Friday.
I'm
Shout
not
out
doing.
to
I'm not
Hot
doing the
Seat.
2
Would you
feet. I'm
do
not
it for
gonna
the
get too.
Grammys?
No.
You wouldn't? Why not?
Because the Grammys gonna give you more than 2 feet and everything like that.
They
And
do?
it's like I've been to all the Go DJs.
Okay.
I've been a part of all the Go DJs, and I feel that they don't treat the media. You know what I'm saying? When that's the biggest part of the show is the red carpet, but they
Right.
won't give you no seats to the thing.
Mm.
You know, they
Right.
won't give you no seats. You got to stand while everybody says it's all about that money. We got to sell these tickets, sell these tickets, sell these tickets, and everything like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
And that's the part I feel you don't appreciate because y'all need us. You know what I'm saying? I can buy my own ticket if I charge your ass when you want to come in here and promote it. You know what I'm saying? They want a whole lot and everything, and that's why I didn't want to shoot mad because I didn't want to go. I said you can go if you want. I'm through.
But I think
I said, eat them, we hit
once they
you,
get
then
once
all
they get
that.
the sponsorships up to the point
No, I ain't
where
gonna
they can do that.
It's a nice little gathering. It's a nice kickback for Houston. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
I respect
applaud-
I
what
applaud- I
he's
applaud
doing
him for it.
for the class culture because I want to see more events like that. You know, I know
We got
Slim
with the
Thug
boss,
started
yeah.
his Boss Life right
Yeah.
after the premiere. I think he started in January of 18. That was the first
Crazy,
one. Then they
too.
had the second one,
Mhm.
and the premiere was October of 2017. End of October. And prior to, I had never attended a red carpet event that was like my premiere. So,
Yeah.
you know.
My thing is, it should be more. Everything that people do it's more for them than everybody else.
Right.
They try to make it seem like we're putting it on for the artists and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
But the only artists that's performing are the ones that buy those kids, buy that, you know what I'm saying, DJ pack to promote. I know this game too long. I've been around these niggas for the longest and stuff.
Right.
We've been doing this radio station. I've been having this for 7 years.
Right.
So I ain't dealt with them before all of this started popping off and everything.
Right. I will say one thing, and this is completely out of love. I do feel like the tickets were very expensive, and I don't think that they should have been. If it were me, I would have made the tickets $50 to go inside the theater
maybe 20.
at the minimum. When I had my event, I started at 25 to enter the theater.
I think for ours, and
But
we did ours.
I think that it's more important to sell out completely and have every single seat filled up
right?
than it is to
Make
charge a
how-
lot of money, because it is a hip hop award ceremony.
Yep.
And I have a lot of respect for the veterans that have been doing it way longer than I even, as far as production and making music and things like that.
Right.
But when it comes to hip hop, it's not like we're coming to see a full on orchestra or a group of
Right.
vocalists and things like that. So when you have tickets starting at $100 just to have a seat, going all the way to 200, I felt like that was a bit pricey.
That because that sponsorship not up.
I ain't gonna get it. Well,
And for
we're
you
gonna
to
go
get,
ahead and get to the next song. What song you wanna go with next?
We can play Get On The Way.
Get on the way? Well, we gotta get on the way right now, y'all. Text 101 Jam. Let's go.
but that's what it is though. They don't get enough sponsorship to cover the seats.
I ain't in this one.
I mean, but if you think about it, it's just like with when
It's
they do
not
it, the
that.
car show. The
It's
car
not
show
that.
tickets are $20. All them people be in there just to see a handful of people.
But you gotta understand
But
about the
no,
car
If
show.
you get-
no, I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm
If you
saying?
have
I ain't gonna
people-
say it on air.
if you
No.
allow vendors
But
to
look,
be
I ain't gonna say it on
But you
air,
gotta understand about the
but I
car
will
show.
say it on
Them
video.
niggas performing.
Everybody, you know, I see them. I see, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with I see.
The artists
and-
perform
and
for free,
Good
just
people
about.
and the
The
music and
majority
stuff.
of
it.
But it's
It
all
At
about
the
the
car
money.
But
And
that's what I'm
him
saying,
promoting
though.
himself and
The
stuff like that.
artists
And the
for
go
the
DJs.
award show,
Well, DJs
they're
ain't
not
doing
paying-
shit
getting paid
around
to
Houston
perform.
no more. They ain't name
I
somebody you
understand
broke.
that. I
That's what
understand
I'm
what
saying.
you're
Somebody
saying.
and
But you
stuff
gotta
that got these, you know what I'm saying,
Hey, come on,
crates.
let me open
To go
the
to
door
DJ
just to come
crates.
in.
whatever I'm
And
saying.
everybody
I don't
who
know.
perform and
in order
everybody
to
who
get
deal with
that
them has bought into
venue.
the
I have
DJ
never
line.
I don't know how much it
anything.
is.
I mean, you
but I'm
haven't
pretty
bought into
sure.
it, but you're like Jay. Jay bought into the DJ crates and was doing that, and that's
Oh,
why she got that promotion by High C and stuff and everything like
Who's
that.
that?
Jay Valentine.
Valentine.
You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago,
Oh, the
she
one
was
that.
doing it.
Okay.
She was
She
doing
performed
it
the
and
Star
stuff.
Spangled Banner, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never
Yeah.
purchased anything from.
You know,
High C.
but all the people that's out there performing on the stages and stuff is the people that's in the crates. People that's paying that's in the top 10 and stuff like that.
Right.
And I know niggas in the top 10 that ain't doing, they just paid. You know what I'm saying? They hit me up one time about that when Victor was doing a lot of stuff, was his marketing person. It got from New Jersey. Cause we got into it over that shit. And I see Kyle like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, and all that, I'm like, nah. But that's the whole goal, that's the whole thing that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? When one of y'all niggas break somebody, then you can start saying something.
I was just actually talking with someone else about this because I was interviewed on this other radio station called 4713.
No.
The gentleman that
Core.
interviewed me.
94.
They
Yeah.
started off over here, that's some crabs in the barrel too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the gentleman that interviewed me, I guess he's just
He's
newly
a Go
starting
MC.
with them.
Yeah.
Right, he's the Go MC. He's super nice, promoting kind of like the way y'all did, consistently and everything, which I really appreciate. And we got into a conversation about everything that I have going on, my premiere. And my premiere, even though it was breaking the 5 music videos, I made it about other artists. I had the violinist that played for my grand entrance all the way out on the red
That was
carpet
dope.
with,
That was
thank
dope.
you, with High C back and forth switching between.
Bobby J was doing the photography.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
That click.
Right. So, I
just
had
learned
a
his new voice.
saxophonist who played behind Aretha before she passed last year. He played behind her last year. He came out, he played. Roy Chapa, whose sister drums and used to drum for Beyonce.
Okay.
He played the trumpet, and another guitarist, Cole, named Dennis Cisneros, he played as well. So it featured all of these different artists. I had a guy who makes these cool knitted shoes, put his shoes on display, and another gentleman who does live paint on the red carpet. So I had a bunch of things that showcased other people, and my only segment was, I've gotten everybody out here, they've watched the EP, I might as well do a live performance, and I did 3 songs and called it a day.
But that's
You know
how
what I'm
you
saying?
but that's how you do something because
Right.
you're helping, you know what I'm saying? My whole goal is always, you know what I'm saying, help me help you
Yeah.
build your clientele and stuff.
Right.
That's what I've always been, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
with the shows and everything. I only charge people $100 to do a show. That's 4 shows a month, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. But in Houston, it's crabs in the barrel, and people just want to use you to get
They
ahead.
told me that
and everything.
opportunities happened after that premiere. The saxophonist got the gig to perform behind Aretha after the premiere. The violinist got signed to Matthew Knowles and is now with Music World.
Mhm.
Right. You know, so they
And
got
Blush.
a lot of opportunities.
Stop
The guy who did the shoes got picked up for New York Fashion Week. You know, so they told me they got a lot of, even to the point where one of them sent back the payment that I paid them for their booking, because they were like, yo, I've been getting so many bookings and so many gigs, and I got signed and this and that. And, you know what I mean? So I believe in promoting other people. My brother is somebody that taught me that right from the way he does his thing in network marketing. He started off with Organo Gold and got his millions in that, and then went on to do other things. And serving other people,
Yep.
whenever you need something, you always are going to have people that are there like,
Yep.
I got you, I got you, I got
Exactly.
you.
When you
So-
invest in so many other people, they're willing to invest back in you when you need it. Or
and
when
even
you
if
don't
they
need it.
aren't, other people will. God
Mhm.
always makes sure that comes back around.
Mhm.
I'm a firm believer in that.
I just want clout.
At least you being honest, God.
That's it.
God.
I just want to go somewhere and be like, people say, hey, boo. Hey, Don, who was that?
That's right. He was in Jay Valentine video
Worry
already.
about that.
Yeah, I want you to know him.
Don't worry about that.
I just want to be recognized, huh? No, like I know all of them.
I
know
have all
them.
these pictures and shit. So when they hear somebody blow up,
You got it all.
oh yeah, I know her.
I'll
He
take
gonna
no
be the
pictures.
one in his man cave gonna have a bunch of pictures of everybody.
Yeah,